the microphone. Just 1 second. Hold on. Okay, that's good now. Let me know if the sound is good. So anyways, got out for my boxing training. One of the days that it was a little bit hard to drag myself out, but here I am. Nothing heavy today, just gonna do a little mind training. Meaning that just gonna practice on the things that I already tried on the ring and the certain flaws and mistakes that we already worked through and looked at. So I'm gonna address it even more now. Let's go. When motivation low, revert to discipline. Yeah, that's true. Discipline and the consistency are the keys. I mean, it's completely normal in my opinion, because we all are humans. We all go through the physiological processes. I mean, we women definitely do once in a month, so we cannot escape from that and definitely can't use it as an excuse, right? So anything is better. Like for me, not coming here versus actually coming even for half an hour and working on certain details that just gonna help to improve further down the line is better than doing nothing. Got it, champ. Thank you. Appreciate it. Anyways, yeah, just putting on the wraps and gonna do some work, and maybe, just maybe, you guys help me too and point down on certain things. You know, it's always good to have a side eye or a side view from someone else, especially someone who is training as well or watching the sport. That can be very helpful. Okay, well, pretty much done here. Have my water ready. Always have your water. Let me see. One of those angles should be fine, but it's like aggressive light. Just want to put this thing somewhere where it's hi, greetings from Australia. Hi to Australia. Good to see you. Any and all angles matter. That should be all right, at least before they start the class, because that might be a little bit of a hustle. Okay, now should be fine. Okay, so we do have here a pair of gloves, the Reebok gloves. It's not an advertising, just showing my gloves. Hi, welcome to the stream. gonna be slow work, okay? Nothing extremely hard. You just work on certain nuances that I need to better, in my opinion, to be more efficient on the ring. Okay. Okay, one thing was, obviously, it depends who I'm working with. But the truth is I haven't done anything with girls in a while. And the only thing I did the technical sparrings with guys. They're way bigger than me. And with them, what I worked on and I felt quite comfortable is like a full guard and finding the gap to kind of getting there. So I'm not going to be able to work like this always, all the time with everyone, right? So at points when I have a bigger opponent, I get there, bum, 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 like something like this. At least that worked, you know. But I'm looking forward to work a little bit more with the girls to actually see what's gonna work with them. Switching stances. Catching on the cross. Georgian. How much does the bag weigh? Let me see. Those are like a boxing heavy bag, so quite heavy. I'm not sure, cannot tell you exact number. Okay, so here again. So what I found is just being open. Yes, at times you would do this, but this is quite efficient because here, you still can easily throw, you still can see the thing close up, so you have efficient guard. What really worked in my first few sparrings that I did is this. Even with the guys, throwing reasonable amount of punches that actually worked. It was slipping through, especially when you're smaller, was good, efficient against the core protection as well. So it's like bum, 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 and move away, keep the guard up. So okay, strong work, thank you. Working on the things that, I mean, all of that is good. You gotta be agile, moving freely, but at the same time, things like proper guard, proper head to hand positioning, proper shoulders, like those are certain things that work for different styles on the ring, and there are certain things that if you just put it from the boxing bag on the ring, it's not gonna work straight away unless you grind it up. Howdy, Kyla. Okay. So I'm here, catching. So one of the things that would be for me, slipping the punch, go on the counter punch because I'm shorter. So that would be efficient. Keep the high guard, getting used to it, like easy on the feet, palm, relaxing a little bit more. 1 second, let me just put this properly so you can see even better. Here. That should be good. Anyways, just freely, palm, and then sleep, on the counter punch, catching. I'm trying to get comfortable with switching stances. Hey girl, hi. Live sure. Okay. Nasıl tutuyor? I like switching stances. I'm getting more and more into groove of it. Working hard, looking good, sister. Thank you. Appreciate it. The body punches. Yeah. Let's add up some body punches. Good to see you again. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's good to see you here too. Eye of the tiger. Might be a copyright claim, but what can we do? There should be another mural wall behind this dude's endless gym. I mean, it looks more spacious. Okay. Let me work on the right side, like from the southpaw, because I'm doing it quite easy on the left, but the right side is not as good. So let's try both. Let's try to do from the orthodox stance, and let's try to do from the southpaw. So the difference is only that here I make a bigger step from the orthodox stance, which honestly feels more comfortable, but you gotta challenge it. It actually can be very efficient from the cross. No matter what you do, which stance I have, give me a neutral stance, doesn't matter, as long as I'm like, so I got it here, even if I'm falling a little bit, bump, step, switch the position. So it's like, Yeah, that's a tricky one. Can you do one hand punches and one for a defense? Well, depends what you mean. I mean, you can do like pam pam pam, for example, like Georgian. So basically what you do, jab, catch, and slightly like shift back, and then back jab. So it's like, and same can be done on pam pam pam. Sorry, not very good at the left side yet. It's like, it can be done. But again, it depends. Depends who you're working with. Well, thank you, Kyla, for the pointer. I'll try it out. Let me actually see. There might be something. Hide live video. No, mute. Hold on, mute. Highlight. Yeah, it definitely doesn't show from here, but yeah, it should be fine. What about flip? No, it's just flipping the gym. You rock, body. Thank you. Appreciate it. Powerful jab. I mean, I've been told by other coaches and boxers that if you just spare your energy, especially on the training, you're not gonna really get far. Like the punches have to be powerful. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, left-sided. Can I drink water? The settings might be called mirror. If you turn that off, it should show the view accurately. Okay. Yeah, as I said, here I don't see it. Yeah, it doesn't show here, but we'll figure it out. Thank you anyways. Okay, let's keep working. Okay, imagine that I'm trying to imagine that I'm actually in sparring. Up. So they come, bum, sleep, bum, thumb. Shifting the angle. Coming, boom. Hi, the punches are fast. I mean, I don't know, fast for the girl. The elbow strike like Jones, I mean, it's been like this, but I'm not a Muay Thai fighter, so I never really used my elbows ever for the fight. So yeah, all I can do is just show the movement, but that's pretty much it. Good knockout and knockdown setup, yeah. I guess, I mean, as I said, with guys, the shifts work, but obviously I'm not going to be able to knock down a big guy or even my size guy like that. But like, I'm very looking forward to see how it works with other girls my size, my weight class, to actually see where I'm at this point. When you hit the bag, don't stop it, keep working. Yes, it's a good attitude. What's your main reason behind learning martial arts? I'm oldest sibling in my family, all girls. My parents divorced. My father wasn't a strong father figure. And I don't know, I had this urge to be strong, to be able to protect and provide, which sounds very masculine, but those are the skill sets that help to survive. And I'm glad that I had to go through certain things. And martial arts became like a big, it became like an environment, like a second family that provided that not only physical skill, but more like a mental awareness, resilience. As much as it made me more tougher, it also made me understand about the realities of the world, that, you know, guys are strong. And you gotta be smarter. You gotta be, if you're weaker, if you're smaller, you gotta have a skill set, but you also gotta have a brains to outsmart and win that way, you know? And again, never compete. I never competed with guys or anything on as I would do with women. Don't get me wrong, but it's just you understand, you learn and grow in that environment. You understand your real physical abilities and how it's like in the real fighters. What they do, if they are not as strong as others, they compensate in some other thing. They try to be smarter. They try to be faster. And yeah, I mean, this is how I ended up there. Will you be a model for my products photo shoot for e-commerce advertising? I mean, I don't know. If it's not a spam or anything, any nonsense, and if it's a real offer, just can email me. And just letting you know, my husband opens my email, so if there is something suspicious or weird, he's gonna see that first. What's your religion? I'm coming from an Orthodox Christian country, Georgia, Sakartvelo in Georgian. But I would say I do have my own personal system, the belief system. That's real. Yeah, thank you for your perception. I thought you would agree. Train, my lady, the world belongs to strong and the brave, full throttle only. Yes, that's true. Someone told me when practicing heavy bag, you should not hit hard. When you say about this, what do you say about this? Oh, it depends. If it's a technical work, you can, your task might be, okay, you got to do that for 10, 12 rounds, and you're gonna pace yourself, right? So there you kind of start approximately imagining how much energy you need to put in there, and you spare yourself just to be able to hold for entire 12 rounds. Then you have a burnout training where you have like a speed ups or heavy punches, and then you do like interval work. Then you have just the heavy back training to develop the hard punch. So it really depends. I do believe that it really depends on your task. Let's see your stuff. Okay, well, enough of talking. I've been talking quite a lot now, so okay. Introduce your husband on the live stream. He's a moderator in the live stream. He's down there. If the shoulders are too tight during the punches and the tense, hold up. It's popping too fast. Before the strike, it feels heavy and fluid. Besides power, the punches should have snap. I mean, usually it's fair enough, but I do believe when you're a shoulder boxer, if you look at all shoulder boxers, they have, it's not like their shoulders are tight. It's like they position their shoulders the way, and they train to be used to it, to be able to shield themselves and protect themselves from through the punch, you know, in the middle. As the shoulder boxer, you can't do this. They just no, it doesn't work that way. Would you turn down a big opportunity to fight if you didn't feel ready for it? The money and the accolades were really good. Well, it depends what I want to build up. If I want to build up a strong legacy, I would want to be able to be fully ready, right? So I don't know. I mean, money is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's like from a certain point, it's just more and more money. It doesn't make your life any different that much. It's just accumulative. So to me, as long as I'm well off, my family is well off, and you know, there is, it's like the question is my legacy, my reputation rather than, or money. I think I would try my best to choose my legacy and my reputation. Because as I said, at some point, money just adds up. Doesn't really make that much. And I'm a simple girl. I don't need much to be happy, to feel secure and safe in my life. So, yeah. And yeah, I also believe that's kind of another way to respond to that question. I think I really do respect boxers who always had that conditioning. They don't have on and off seasons when they train for camp, they fight, and then they go on a decline. That's not good for long-term health. That's not good for the mentality. It's way better to stick to the baseline of the healthy lifestyle, even if let's say I'm injured or I have the off season and I have 2 months, 3 months to rest fully and recover fully. I still would wake up earlier. I would still walk in the morning. I would still do certain things like shadow box. Still would work on my, you know, little details in the technique, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of another answer to the question. Always be ready. Train to be ready. That's what I try to adapt as my attitude. Good foot movement. Thank you. I emphasized with you, I went to college to be a teacher, but ended up going into the police force at 19. For better or worse, it toughened me up in a lot of ways. Now I can protect myself nearly always. And proud of you, Kyla. You're like a tough cookie. I hope you reach your goals. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you all guys also reach your goals. But you are cool. Thanks. Hello. Excessive workout leads to the muscle loss, is true. If your neural system is not recovering fully, if your body, so your neural system, your endocrinological system, and basically and your entire body doesn't recover fully, over time, you gotta stop progressing, and that's gonna lead to a burnout. So excessive training, like to that extent, at least it's gonna stop the progress at some point if you don't have enough recovery to complement it. Try it without gloves, just shake your hands, relax your shoulders, and throw the same powerful punches, but keep your shoulders relaxed. Tense your arms only when your hands is already near your face. Okay, I got your point. It's also, let me try it, you know, you give a good point. So it's like, I mean, that's the thing. With the spare hands, it's different, right? And yeah, I mean, it's like when you just do performing like pa, 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 da, 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 and then come in, go up. It feels good. Though on the ring everything becomes a little bit different. That's the only point I'm saying. Like, have you seen my brother doing his like very long combinations, short ones, barely moving, just like pam pa 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 pa, like doing that kind of stuff. But then on the ring, he actually has a strategy. Like, I was just watching it today. His fight versus Canelo, for example, he would throw one jab, then was blinding jab, then cross straight away, then he would provoke, get it on the Philly shell, then he would do again blinding jab, bomb, and then like weave under. So on the ring, again, it's slightly different on the ring always. You kind of build up the certain strategy that is more like a chess game. My husband Chris says, we're thinking about this long term. We know we have the discipline and resources to do this in a smart way over the years, so it's no rush. Yeah, it is no rush. Canelo Crawford thoughts. As much as it's a great fight, can go both ways, I still leaning towards Crawford by decision, rather split or unanimous, or a stoppage in the later rounds. But again, I don't want to underestimate. I don't want people to think that I underestimate Canelo. Just stylistically, Crawford's boxing is the one that is very hard to deal with. That's the only thing I'm saying. If he's not going to get hit hard enough by Canelo to create the damage that stops him from executing his plan, which he's most likely, that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to outbox Canelo. If that doesn't happen, I see Crawford winning basically by points. Okay, there's some Spanish here, and I don't know a single word in Spanish, but Chris is responding something. I can see you're getting opportunities because the skill level is the most likely going to be a fast track. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It takes time, you know. It's always a matter. So now I'm just training and live streaming, all that kind of stuff. And then, okay, I train to the point I get my first fight. So we talk to some people, maybe get some offer. Essentially, first fight getting organized. Very important that person to be, and I'm not like, you know, I don't want to be arrogant about it, or you know, just saying things like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and that. No, I kind of explain how it works. If you want to enter that professional path, you need to start from someone that is equal level at yours. And you might be better at some things, but I'm talking about more like an experience level, you know? Like maybe they have a couple fights, maybe they have 2 fights ahead of you, but it's not, if I fight with someone at the Katie Taylor level, for example, I'm just gonna lose. There's so much pressure coming in, right? Because it's not only skill set and training, it's just psychology, it is the anxiety before the fight. So I believe that first few fights at the very least has to be getting into it, you know, getting used to it, finding the equal opponents so you can grow and learn a little bit from that each and next fight. And obviously then gradually leveling up, and leveling up after a certain amount, you level up to the point that you start getting to the higher level, and etc. Correct, recovery is extremely important. Yeah, I would say it's the main thing. Yes, perfect. More relaxed, more. Yeah, you gotta be relaxed. I understand. I also believe there are certain things that on the ring, in a real fight, I would be more relaxed. I wouldn't kind of waste too much energy in the beginning. But here on the boxing back, I prefer to work, boom, explosive tough. Like every punch is impactful. Also, there's something that like elite level female boxers do that. They're always ahead with their power and explosivity and speed over others because they train in a specific way. When the others are, I've seen good girls with a good form, but they're too relaxed. They never develop their muscle. Like this is how they do shadow boxing. Like, like no, it's not like, you should put an impact. You should really teach your body how to create the explosive momentum. Okay, but I'm keep scrolling up, guys. Here, posture, you know that better than me. I'm not so sure about that, but I appreciate the compliment. Peter Champ, you got it. Thank you for the perception. LOL, I can tell you don't know boxing because you go for Crawford. Well, it's your opinion. Say as you want. Do you want to be a YouTuber professional boxer? As much as I'm already considered to be a YouTuber because I have a YouTube, I will, if I do a real fight, okay? So I hope that would make me a professional boxer, despite having a YouTube. I really like Canelo, but I've got Crawford winning. I'd see ever lost before, so why start now? Say, baby. Well, obviously, as I said, it can go both ways, but if we're talking about outboxing, and if you see who Canelo lost to stylistically, it is Mayweather and it is Bivol. Both of them have one thing in common. They're very, very adaptive on the ring. They switch their style. They're very improvising. They're not that pressuring. They catch you on the counter punches. They move defensively. They switch between the offense and defense, but I have more leaning on the defense because Canelo is aggressive type of fighter. He's pressuring and extremely powerful boxer. So he's gonna come to you. Don't get me wrong, he also has the defensive elements for sure. He developed it throughout the years quite well, but he's still more a pressuring boxer. And the only way how you deal with them is confuse them when it comes to the boxing style. That's the only reason what I'm saying. I mean, I've been struggling with boxers. I'll tell you what, every orthodox boxer struggles with the southpaw, okay? And when you have a southpaw that switches to the orthodox and back, and they can do that in the middle, it is extremely difficult to adapt stylistically. I'm not saying that Canelo is not going to be able to do anything. That's the point. Canelo might land those punches and might land that significant punches that are going to leave the damage and going to change the course of the fight. But if that doesn't happen, I see Crawford winning by points. That's how I see it. Okay. Chris says, two fighters have 103 fights between them and have only been knocked down 2 or 3 times. So they have not. I don't think they ever actually been knocked down, either of them. Yeah, neither of them was knocked down. I'm not so sure. You can double check, but I think they have not been knocked down. And yeah, Canelo has 2 losses. Crawford has no losses, and Canelo has 2 draws as well. Both have high records, both have high knockout ratio, both have very unique, interesting, different styles from each other. So it's going to be a style clash. How to get recovered from the muscle soreness? So first of all, just rest. That's why the impact training, the resistance training, and hard trainings in general should be limited down to 2-3 times per week, and everything else should be cardio, mobility, low impact cardio, stretching, myofascial release, some massage therapies, just to let you recover. Okay guys, thank you for engaging, but I'm getting cooled down, so I'm just gonna go back to the bag. Someone said throw the harder punches. Okay, now I'm gonna just get to the stance, and let's take it as my task, okay? So you think. So when it goes for hard combos, let's say, working easy, relax relatively, and then you go like pump, 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 like a 3 punchers. It's good to finish with the left hook. If it's your front stance, like 1, 2, 3, okay? So just gonna stance like this. Okay. The other side, 1, 2, 3. Let's try. Okay, you're beautiful, thank you. It's going to be an amazing fight. Yeah, it absolutely will. Knock down, not out. Like Tyson. Yeah, Tyson is one of my all-time favorites. I'm left-handed, but I actually use my right hand to throw a punch. I'm comfortable switching to either side. It's a blessing to be ambidextrous. Yeah, it is. I never been ambidextrous, but now when I relax a little bit, I definitely feel left cross. So when it comes to the cross, I feel comfortable either way. My right jab, though, is not there yet. But it's a matter of training, you gotta push it. YouTuber. Yes, I guess I am a YouTuber. Okay. Well, anyways. Pa, pa, pa. That's called side step. So you go like 1, 2, 3, bum. For example, 1, 2, 3, bum. Now drink some water. Be slating, motivated to go train now. Happy to hear that. Go train. I was almost about not to train at all, but push myself. Chris helped me too. Left hand is fast. We're very consistently working both sides, orthodox and southpaw, and Crawford in the best at this. Yeah, I mean, it's actually very cool to be able to switch stances and be fluent in both. Good work, you have a good one. Catch you tomorrow if you like. Okay, have a good one and see you in the next one. What city is this? This is Georgia, Tbilisi. I can't wait to see you do a proper sparring with another girl. I already feel sorry for whoever goes up against. They're gonna need a rest day after. Hello. Well, I mean, they're good ones. There's some I think I can beat at this point already. It's a matter of experience, matter of how good they are. But there is one girl, for example, I know her personally, we actually are quite friendly. She's taller than me and she's now at the, let's say, peak shape of hers, and she already had a few professional fights. Not with very strong opponents, but she shined there for sure because she knows how to use her advantages, her height and her reach. And yeah, I mean, just saying that at this point, I don't think I would be able to beat her, for example. I think the biggest strength is to be realistic about things, because that helps you to grow even faster and face the challenges and struggles and different opponents with a good reality check. But that's just at this point, that's what I mean. Gradually, I'm gonna get to the point where I just feel so comfortable on the ring with at least girls in my weight class that, yeah, it's just, I can work properly and actually enjoy that work. I right-handed and training my left hand for ambidexterity. My left hook sends everything flying. Yeah, that's actually awesome, you know. The once you trained your jab and like your left, if it's your front hand, when you switch the stance, it becomes so powerful. That is actually very cool. Apologies. Practice Tapuri combo, train elbows like Jones. Yeah, legendary Jones. Well, you can't do boxing. You cannot throw elbows in boxing though. You got Canelo Crawford. More Crawford by decision, but might be wrong because Canelo shouldn't be underestimated. I think he definitely can pull a knockout, but Crawford can also, because he has a high knockout ratio as well. It's just neither of them ever been knocked out, right? So it's a little bit hard to speculate on that one. But when it comes to decision, who would win by decision, I'm almost certain that Crawford would pull it off by decision. I can also throw Mike Tyson short range punches with just as much power and speed. Wish I could shift as clean as he did though. Yeah, his footwork was crazy and his body work was like his core. I mean, almost unbelievable what he was doing in the prime. The only disadvantage of the Tyson style, like a pure peekaboo, was the energy expenditure. Like if you notice, after 3, 4, 5 rounds, he would start slowing down. That's one of the reasons, but it was so powerful and so scary that he would finish most of his fights under like 3 rounds at his prime. It's amazing how much more control your opposite hand learns by doing little things like eating, drinking, brushing teeth, etc. with your opposite hand. Yeah, I actually gotta start doing that one. Thank you for that pointer. Ah, okay, ban yoga pants for women. And my husband says, I think that's the worst take of the day. I mean, the way to knock out Canelo is body shots. Sachin is too strong. He gets tired in the second half of the fight, and great job of the sets Canelo a lot. Yeah, that's a good point. And I do believe that Crawford, with very high boxing IQ, is going to know that. In MMA, when throwing a jab, should I clean my fist at the moment of impact? I don't really need to keep it clenched from the start, right? No, you don't. If you see, even in boxing, we're not standing like this. It's more like this. And then when you punch, this is when you kind of close it up. And same in MMA, you can even see with the fingers, they're like a lot of this. So yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't like peaches? Yeah, I don't know. Yoga pants are probably a huge reason why a lot of people even bother going to the gym. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, even women, obviously there are some people who want to get more attention, some women who want to get more attention from the male side. I mean, that's natural. I think we men and women, we want to kind of like each other. That happens in the social environment, including gym. But at the same time, I've seen like so many women. Sometimes I'm in the mood just put on my like ties, because sometimes it's the only thing is that I have right there, and they're comfortable. And yeah, sometimes it just I feel comfortable in them. And sometimes you just wear a baggy clothes because this is how it feels. It feels way more comfortable. If it's colder, you just wear warmer clothes. So I mean, yeah, I don't see the reason to demonize gym clothes. Obviously, that shouldn't be too much. It depends on the country and that kind of stuff. But like in Southeast Asia, you could wear very short shorts. Everyone was wearing very short shorts. Guys were wearing very short shorts. So because it's a tropical country, no one really cares. Streamed twice. Down woman, you've been streaming for the whole day, or am I seeing you a day later? Yeah, you're seeing me a little bit later today. Yeah, attending both boxing and MMA gym is not a bad idea at all. Boxing is the toughest sport in the world. Yeah, I would agree that at least it's one of the toughest ones. Well, it used to be tougher with 15 rounds, and before there was not even the round limitations, and then there were different gloves. And before then, you just had the wraps, and you know that this saying "your own mother not gonna recognize you" came from the boxing. That was one of the boxing match, and yeah, one of the opponent came home, and his own mother didn't recognize him because he was so damaged in his face. So it definitely has a tough history. Everyone can appreciate a good-looking body and not be lustful. It's the result of hard work and dedication. Yeah, I mean, the more civil you are, the more intelligent you are actually, the less thirsty and lustful you are, and you have a better control over your yeah, those emotions. Chris says amen. Can you get the heavy back? You jump rope? Yes, I do jump rope, just not now. Usually we do like a 10 minutes before as the warm-up, and usually I train with my friends, together with my friends, but yeah, today it just was a little bit light day, and this is still, I just decided to do something, just was better to do something rather than nothing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm biased, but I have to argue that ice hockey is the toughest sport in the world by far. It's a grueling, tough, long, heady 2+ game season at times in the most boxing and skates. I don't disagree. I don't disagree that team sports like hockey, rugby, American football can be tougher at times, at least. And it has it has a different type of endurance, stamina. Like it's a little bit different, you know. With combat sports, it's just easy. You're being punched, and the other side, your brain, your primitive part of brain feels that they want to kill you, and it drops you in fight and flight. So I would say that is the toughest part of the any combat sport. Go watch Hagler versus Mugabe. That's not brutal. I mean, people die in boxing. That's also fair. That's way more men, obviously, and yeah, get brain damage. Yeah, I mean, they're like, yeah, if you think about it, the fatalities, it's still, comparing to the entire sport, it's still not that big, but it's bigger than other sports. So yeah, I mean, depends how you look at it. CTE affects speech. Actually, CTE is also very high in America and the football players too. So basically, the other team sports where they have a lot of head injuries, like a head impact, crashing at each other, they have quite high ratio too. I think the first ever diagnosed CTE, like a post-mortem, was a star, American football star. Who's the best UFC fighter according to you? Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse. Yeah, one of the GSP, one of the best. Fyodor Emelianenko, one of the best. I mean, different eras. Hard to me to say was all-time best, but there are definitely some that are very, very, very prominent. Let's go heavy back training. Habib, I do respect Habib, but Habib retired way too early. There are certain things that, I mean, left a little bit of questions. He definitely dominated UFC, like Gaethje, Poirier, Conor McGregor, and then I don't know. Then he retired early, and I thought he could do more. Jon Jones, prime Jon Jones. You know, like if we don't include last year's when he's being very like picking his fights and resting for way too long. Jon Jones definitely one of the highest MMA IQs I think out there. Is Holly Holm your favorite female boxer? Actually, Holly Holm is more like I like her boxing, but she's actually more one of my like favorite female UFC fighters. Like, I mean, we all seen what she did to Ronda, and yeah, she's just a sweetheart. I think she still keeps it up. She's in shape, so she's very decent. I was rolling when Hall destroyed Ronda. I mean, as much as like Ronda was inspiration in many ways, but it's also the way they portrayed her, and then her arrogancy just devoured her own presence. You know what I mean? Like you cannot. At some point, if a person falls too much into the arrogancy and they become completely delusional, and other people feed their delusion. At some point, that all likability and all brand just falls apart because they're just gonna say something, they're just gonna act inappropriately. The way how she dealt with her loss, that was not a champion-like. So, yeah. Yeah, the Mike Webster was the first CD diagnosis following an autopsy. Yes, that's true. That is beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. So it's at full stream. Thank you. So now I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to work on the three punchers, like from the middle distance. But yeah, guys, sorry. I guess I'm done for today. Just was nice to move a little bit. But yeah, it's a little bit tough today. I'll be honest. Saludos desde Mexico. Mexico. When the box. I think I understood that one. Hello from Mexico. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Who wrapped your hands? I did. I did wrap my hands. I can show you how I do it. Obviously, the most common one is like wrapping it around on the palm and stuff, then finger, then you go like one finger, and then across the thing, and then again. But I do it slightly differently when I do it for training. So this is the one way to do it to secure your phalanges. So you see, this is like a one way, and then you go like under the palm, secure your wrist again, then multiple times around the thing, and yeah, basically, obviously not this way, but you see the fingers? How I do for trainings, there is another way that it doesn't tickle my fingers too much, I just go like this around the thumb, and then I go like this, 1, and then back to the thumb, 2, back to the next finger, 3, outside. So it's, you see it's slightly different, but then I go under and I take it like this. Hold up. And then I go up and secure the knuckles. So this way. You gotta be experienced, but the first one was more like if you do competition, that's the best way to do it. If you want like a fast one, I just like to do the second one. Do you accept to live with me in Brazil? You gotta ask my husband first. I would need your help with that. I can make a tutorial. You know what? I can make a video. I'll do that. I'll try to do it now or tomorrow, and I'll upload it, and you can look the video and just have that video, and try to use the methods, the couple methods that I use. Are you professional? I'm training to enter a professional competition. Your body's probably missing electrolytes since you haven't had coconut in a while. Yeah, maybe. I definitely do miss coconuts, but I also miss Georgian water, tap water. And now like I can just drink a tap water and it's very delicious, and yeah, I mean, it's definitely compensates for the coconuts. What weight class are you fighting at? I would fight in the one, I don't remember how it's in pounds, but it's a 51 or 50 kg, which is a boxing flyweight. So I'm basically small, like I'm 5'2" feet tall or 161 centimeters tall. So I would be, and now I'm around 5 kilograms heavier. So I would cut down to that weight, and yeah. Sounds good. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, hi everyone. Looks harder than fixing a tie. A little bit harder, but then you get used to it. Hello, nice to meet you. Hi. Yeah, we need to get some electrodes. We'll be ordering some things from iHerb and get Stack GPI. Yeah, like we were getting some supplement, Short was saying. There's something badass about boxing wrap. It's like putting on armor for a battle. Yeah, it looks tough. You're like, just wrapping your hands, getting ready. Funny thing is, if you always have your mouse guard in the pocket, and then you just, something happens and you just take out the mouse guard, you put it on your teeth and look at the people's reaction. Obviously, that would maybe make some people laugh if I did that, but imagine you're a big guy, my husband, who would just takes it out, puts it under his teeth, and just like looks at you with a crazy look in their eyes. Yeah, she has a video where she shows the wrap in the full. Yeah, but I'll do this. I haven't shown the first one, so I'll show the first both versions. What makes water taste particularly good there? It's just, Georgia is the country of the water. We have so much underground water, mountain water. We have like thousands of streams in this such small country. Almost that if we had a proper structure, we could be energy independent. That's that extent of water supply in the country. And yeah, it's just tastes delicious. I think it's still, it's not a mineral water, but even regular water has some concentration of electrolytes. It should have, and I think it has definitely. So it determines its taste. And there's a lot of different mineral waters around the country, and they taste differently. $151 is like 115 pounds. Yeah, something like that. Hi Diana. Had an accident recently, which matter. face, training despite what anyone says, stay strong, hope you remember me, right? Knuckles, I remember you and I'm so sorry. I mean, wow, that sounds tough, but you sound strong, and I wish you to recover fully very, very soon, and just stay strong. Yeah, I mean, I definitely will stay strong, but you stay strong as well. You're from Mem, I'm from Georgia, Sakartvelo. Send me a bottle of Georgian wine, please. Yeah, I mean, well, when you come to Georgia, if you come to Georgia, it's so cheap. Like it costs maybe $4 to $5, like in real Georgian wine. Like yeah, it's branded, but it's good. When in US, for example, one of my clients is buying it for $35, which is not crazy, and she buys it in like a very cool Georgian themed bottles, like the traditional type of bottles, and she usually gives away those bottles to her friends, and obviously gives them as a gift the wine and the bottle, and tells them a little bit about Georgia. So you definitely can buy it somewhere in the US. What's the time in Georgia right now? Like 9:03 p.m. A pro fighter. I'm training to be. I watched a trial video on Georgia last week and learned about the Borjomi, naturally carbonated mineral water. Way cool. Yet another reason to want to go. Yeah, Borjomi is a big thing here, and it's exported out there too. It's exported. I found it in Vietnam. And I found it like definitely it's everywhere around Russia. So Borjomi is like a big, quite a big brand, and it's a region. It's a city. It's a city in Georgia. Are you a boxing player or kickboxing? Boxing, and tell me about something about yourself. I'm training to get into a competitive level boxing. Specifically trying a pro boxing because it's just more convenient for me and my husband to travel more around and still be able to, for me to fight and build the record. And yeah, just keep growing my channel. That's what I do. That's what we do. Does Georgia have beers? Yes, we have, but they're not like everywhere. They usually are hidden in the mountains, and unless you really hike in the specific areas in specific season, you're not going to meet a beer like that. Looks like a camping lifestyle out there. Yeah, and I have a lot of friends who are doing camping and stuff. Do you have a lifetime membership of the gym? I just have the free access because they're my friends. And hi Tripto, by the way. And Georgia is 2 hours later than Central Europe. Yeah, something like this. It's not very far. Saludos to Argentina. Or your age curious because you're fighting career. I'm 25 years old. Some people think I'm younger, but I'm not. I also learned that there is something called churchela. Sounds like so delicious. Georgian hikers called churchela a Georgian sneakers. It doesn't look like sneakers, but it's basically the cover of the churchela, the way it's made. It's called attire, and it's made out of a grape juice and the flour. And it just like it's boiled together. It's made into, so you can eat it as a pudding. But then when it hardens, so that's what they do. They put the like walnuts and the hazelnuts stringed up on the string, and then they just dive into that tatara, and they hang it on, let it dry out, and that thing becomes churchela. So this is basically a short explanation how the churchela is made. While recovering, I'm also working on my punching form. I have protruding acromion, so my shoulder stability is elite, but this could lead to tendonitis. Okay, gotcha. Well, it's good that you're training on technique. I mean, if nothing, you can always train on technique, and that never goes to the waste. So I like your attitude. But yeah, just when you have a certain health health conditions or the issues or something that you need to be aware of, just always keep that in check. You know, that's it. Just try to keep it in check, but don't let that stop you on your way. I'm also working on my form so I could dodge tendon issues in the future. That's good. Prevention is a lot of times is a lifesaver. Boxing does not get much support in India. A child from a poor family cannot do it. How much support does the government give to boxing in the country? I mean, it doesn't give a support to someone from who just is starting or even just going to the gym. So to get something similar to the support, they need to at least get the second or third place on the nationals. Ideally win the nationals, become a team member, the national team member, and the salaries are very low. So this is not something, I'm talking about amateur boxing. Pro boxing I think is even worse at this point. So I wouldn't even look forward to fight here in Georgia necessarily. I would try to fight anywhere else for a pro record. What's the perfect form for squats? I mean, depends what you doing, but I mean, if you just do a free range squats, it's let me show you quickly. So you gotta keep your feet a little bit diagonally on the sides of the shoulders, and the reason why we do that because we want for your hips to let you go all the way in. You gotta open that area. If you keep them directed forward, you cannot go further than that unless you have very good mobility. So just comfortably, this is kind of how you get all the way in. And it's not necessarily how you should do, this is not necessarily how you should do with the weights and heavy weights. You don't have to do deep squats specifically, but this is just how you learn the technique. Okay, we're trying different solutions for multi-streaming. Crypto was trying Prism, but that doesn't create much lag, so looking into other solutions now. Yeah, we do. Well, to me, and multi-streaming is great, but it's also, like YouTube is growing fastest, so I wouldn't cut down on the YouTube growth just to live stream, multi-stream at this point. Because I definitely want YouTube platform, my YouTube channel, to keep growing in a rapid way like it does. So I don't want to lose the momentum way too much. So yeah, we try to find the solution, but at the same time, just keep going with the live streams on YouTube at this point. What is dumber, bungee jumping or skydiving? That's a question to Chris. That's a question to Chris. He would say the bungee jumping is the dumbest thing because I said once that I wanted to do it, and he said that's the stupidest thing. But he's also a skydiver and base jumper, and he used to do all that crazy stuff. So he can give you his response. Yeah. That's what Chris says. Well, I'm a skydiver and I have a couple 1,000 jumps, so have to say bungee jumping is the stupid one. If you think about it, bungee jumping is not even a sport. It's like a adrenaline exposure, and it's just it can be very dangerous. Also be mindful of the hips, knees, and ankles. Problems in ankles raise from hips and vice versa. Tendon issues, knee started from the muscle imbalance and joint imbalances. So weight disruption is the key. The weight distribution is the key. Yeah, I absolutely agree. combination of mobility and strength training, resistance training for sure, and massage therapy, myofascial release. I would say a lot of stiffness in the body, like the lower body and the posterior parts of the body, comes from your feet. Try to massage and release the trigger spot in your feet, and you'll see how it's gonna better your general posterior line. And yeah, I mean, just gotta always keep it in check, keep it balanced out, and that's always way better than not paying attention to it at all. Yeah, anyone who has an issues with squats must consider that. That's a fair point. You're beautiful. Are you single? No, I'm not. My husband is right here in the chat. We get massages every week. I did in Vietnam because it's so cheap and it's so good. And we found we were advised by a local MMA gym coaches and athletes a specific spot, and it was blind massage. It's called blind massage because basically the massage therapists were blind, but they felt your body in a very different way, and the massage effect was completely like another level, and it was dirt cheap. So I was doing that sometimes twice a week. Here now, when I don't have an access, or temporarily I don't have an access for massage, I try to do myofascial release using a massage ball, a foam roller, and I just relax my body, relax those trigger spots by myself. Because to a certain extent, you actually feel better it's yourself rather than someone else does it. If you actually understand how your body works, pretty much like at least on the basic level, you can feel how to position body, where to find out those triggers, all that kind of stuff. So I do that myself very often. Hey, this is my first time and you have a new subscriber. Love your content. Hope you see this message. Walter, thank you very much. And yeah, I saw the message. I appreciate it. Thanks again for your dedication to your channel, there, and I always get something positive from you. It brought me some peace in such sad, difficult times to hang with you all again. Yeah, I appreciate Kyla, and the adversity and how you said the hard time is going to pass, and there is always going to be a light in the end. So just never lose hope. Always keep doing your best, and keep your faith in God, because you have a strong belief in God, and I do believe that if you don't believe in God, at least you gotta believe in something. You gotta believe in the universe. You gotta believe in people. You gotta believe in yourself, in something that is gonna bring you hope for the better future, and yeah, just for the better. So I wish you all the best as always. I had problems with squats, but I was still able to do heavy squats like 200 kgs. That's impressive. And then I stopped and restarting from basics now. I stopped doing like a heavy lifting. I was doing more deadlift. I was doing, I think, 1 rep max. I had 100 kgs on the 1 rep max, but then I just stopped doing it. And yeah, right now I just focus more on the body weight training. Even when it's strength training, I rather do pull-ups, deep stay kind of exercises for the upper body, pistol squats for the leg exercise, as a leg exercise. So at this point, it is what it is. Obviously, boxing training and sprint training as well. Is shadow boxing or with punching bags good cardio, and can I do it with no gloves? It can be. It depends how you do it. If you do it, okay, let me show you, like when they say, come to Georgia to 3 years and forget. Like, please look at this. This is just guys from. This is Coach Saba. We train together usually, and this is what he does to the guys. You forgot. Cool. So he's like, okay, he hits too hard, and he says, yeah, it should be hard. Alright, Sakuya. Oh my God. Sometimes, man, I was always this one girl training with guys, and again, when this kind of things happen, like I'm trying to hide somewhere. Okay, anyways, enough of that. They're gonna do it for a while now. Okay, but so let me just go through the more questions, and my phone is dying, so gotta wrap it up in a bit. Anyways, shadow boxing and heavy back training can be a cardio. If you just increase the pace, if you do intervals, it can be a great cardio, so do it. With no gloves, it's up to you. It's better to have at least reps. And if you do with no gloves, at least do light work, like don't punch too hard, so you don't break your knuckles and don't injure your hands. But again, it's up to you. It's your responsibility, basically, in this case. Did you buy the massage gun for like this side and lower back? Not yet, but yeah, I'm thinking more and more to get that one because it's great. Hey, you are gorgeous, Ginger. With all due respect, your words are pretty inspiring. Thank you. I'm trying to be inspiring because I like inspiring people myself, so I want to be like others who I do like and respect, and be a little bit inspiring myself. We're looking strong. Thank you. I appreciate it. That actually looks fun to me. Oh yeah, I bet it is. I bet they're having fun. They actually do. I want to get started in boxing, but I don't know if I will able to balance gym 6 days a week and boxing without breaking down. Well, that's the thing. I think you could break like lower your gym amount. It depends what you do, but your body needs a recovery. And okay, let's say you do 6 times a week and you do like a small split, which is like one hand, one day you have biceps, and then you have, and this is how you train. In that case, you have enough recovery. But if you train like back 2 times a week, chest 2 times a week, legs 2 times a week, you actually don't have enough time to recover, because especially lower body is a major muscle. It needs at least 1 week. So it's recommended to do big muscle groups once a week and not more than that, because you can have very hard sessions, and you, depending what is your goal, hypertrophy or strength development or the mix between those two. But the point is, you do the hard training and then you gotta recover, let your system to recover, and then you repeat it. So in the 3 days, I would actually do things like speed, agility, light boxing training, some cardio training. That would, like, you don't have limitations to cardio, for example. You can do, especially low impact cardio. You can do that every day. No liver shots or they would be in tears. That's true. That's true. We used to shot the paintball guns on each other with no protection other than goggles. I mean, that sounds tough. What do you think about the Ukrainian girl who got killed in America? I mean, devastated. We already talked about it in previous streams, like the bad things that happen these days, but devastated. This was one of the most heartbreaking ways to die, because that was just over nothing. And I was telling Chris that as much as I don't want to be paranoid, but if I'm in the US in certain areas or something, and if I would have to go by myself in the subway, never gonna sit in front of someone, always gonna stand in front of like like a wall or somewhere that I can have a perimeter of the site at the very least, because she couldn't expect it. She was a refugee. She escaped the war and to end up in a situation like this. And the most horrible thing is that because of some whatever policies, which I don't understand, I'm not from US, I'm Georgian, we are very, very angry about situations when even if it happens like here, if there's someone from the foreign country who are how to say that, not even foreign country, even Georgians, you know, when they do a crime and they're being released because of whatever reason by the fake judges, I mean, that's a topic to be furious about, okay? People like that should be, like, I don't care, should be isolated, should be, for him, a death penalty is like also, it wouldn't harm the world at all either, and would potentially save innocent lives. So yeah, justice system, unfortunately, everywhere, it seems to be quite failed. And yeah, that's, I mean, rest in peace, poor girl, and can't imagine. I have sisters, I have mother, and just hard to think about. Thank God Dan isn't evil. The guys in the gym must be thankful for that. Yeah, I'm very gentle actually. Yeah, I'm 36. Yeah, years I can train for MMA and build muscle mass. Yeah, you can. Actually, there's a guy, Paul Reed. He started professional career when he was 35 and had like 25 wins. And I'm following him on Instagram. He's now in his 50s. He's still fighting. I mean, seems like to be a great person. Like nowadays, a lot of things are achievable. You might not be achieve like top tier when you start to like at that late age, but you still can do some like you can have some great personal achievements at the very least. That's what I do believe. Can you lift carry someone challenge? No, thank you. I'm not gonna break my back now. Yeah, she was innocent. I mean, yeah. I mean, what can I say? Just rest in peace. Trust me, guys. Like, I might not seem like that, but I already cried. I already cried my tears out. It's just life moves on, life goes on, and we rather choose to stay in the misery because the world, at times, world is horrible. Or we try to make something good with our life, actually make some change in our daily lives, do something good to someone that we meet at a day, and yeah, just trying to be a better people. Do you like India? We've been in India for 1 month, and I do like India. They still punching each other. They still. Sabar, I'm the class. Tele class. It's like entire class gonna be like. Anyways, guys, your lips are dry, miss. Yes, that's true. And I'm gonna go now, wrap it up, and I'm gonna take care of my evening. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much for being in a live stream. That was a little bit of training just to move and just do something. And thank you for supporting me every time I do that. But I see you with the better energy, a better training, potentially sparrings on the next live stream. Okay, not next live stream, but I'll see you next week. We'll do some good training sessions. Show arm muscles. Yeah, it's all right. Anyways, guys, thank you very much. Take care, and I see you on the next live stream. Bye bye.